Welcome to this Homi Bhabha class and very good evening to all of you. This is Homi Bhabha class and we want to learn science. Since it is the first class, a brief introduction about me and a brief thing what we plan to do in this Homi Bhabha class. And then we'll start with today's topic. Correct? Today we want to study interesting topic. We want to study about animals. We want to study a topic called as classification of animals. But it's very interesting. For those who like biology, they will enjoy it a lot. Right? Now, brief information about me. My name is Rahul Ogle. I am production engineer. I passed out in year 2003. Then I worked for one company called Godrej, which is there in Mumbai. I stayed in Mumbai. And my job was in a department called process equipment. And our job was to build one aluminium bridge for Indian Army. All design and material they gave us, we have to assemble it, build it and make it ready for them and give it to them. And it was portable bridge. Now portable means what? How can I fold the bridge and then carry? So the idea is it was like quite long, 26 meters in two halves. You can fold it this way and put it on one very big tank kind of a vehicle and that can carry it after folding it. And then portable means suppose this whole brigade battalion is going and if there is a river. So what it will do? This machine will start pushing it from one side. Okay? The moment the bridge reaches the other end of the river, all the cars, vehicles will go and this fellow also like a snail will come out and go on the other side. Once it goes on the other side, it will pull it bridge and then further it can. Got the points? That way it is portable. It's not very fast. You have to spend around like 5 hours to put the bridge and 3 hours to collect the bridge back. But still it is portable. Within one day you can like put it and go and then like that. Then I worked for one company called Tata Consultancy Services. It is a software company. There my job was to do program. Java, J2E, DB2, C++, these are called programming languages and many of you may work in this software in future. So that was my second job. And then since I like to teach very much, from 2008 onwards I am into teaching. And I do conduct class for this Homi Bhabha exam. Before this whole corona thing, I used to conduct the normal class at Mahim, Borivali, Thane and various places. And then the corona came and then the class is online. And that's why now one way though it is very useful, like all of us can attend from our house and then parents also may not find a time to take you to the class and pick you back. So that problem is not there. You can attend from your house and still it is reasonably good. I mean, we can see each other and then that is also very nice. So this class we conduct and then apart from that, wait, you write down doubts and things and then ask at that. So that is one thing. Apart from that, I also am programmer. We make educational apps. A few of them are available on Google Play Store. I am author of one book for Homi Bhabha. It is published by Jnanda Prakashan. We make two types of science kits useful for the students to make it. This class mainly we conduct, me and my wife Udita. Both of us conduct this class. She also she has recorded many videos and then many things which are there with us. So many places you will find her participation in teaching various things. Udita, are you able to see? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm also there. Hello to all of you. Very nice to see all of you. Some of you I have seen in the videos which you have sent. So I have seen your experiments very nicely. Many of you have done that inertia thing also. And I have read your answers also. I have sent you the comments also in the WhatsApp. I will also be there in the class. If you have any small doubts or some queries, you can post it in the chat also. But some discipline you have to maintain, like unnecessarily personal comments and all are not allowed, but science related things you can ask in the chat. Otherwise, we will have a question solving, doubt solving session at the end. And I will also keep a watch whether you are paying attention or not. So.
Yeah, all right. So let us start. Now that was about us. Now in this science, Homi Bhabha, various things we want to study. We want to study about physics, about chemistry, about biology. Now in the nature, like science is there as a science. Okay? It is for our convenience, we group it into three parts. Generally, what do? All the living things and the things related to the living material that we study under biology. So we say about plants, about animals, about life process, about cell, about food, about human system, what happens when we eat the food. These all things we study in biology. Correct? In chemistry, we study about acids, about molecules, elements, how they are formed. We study about water, gases, we study about metals. These all things will come. It's chemical problem. And in physical things, we generally study about, maybe you can say science of non-living things like We study about force, about pressure in the liquid air. We study about motion, simple machines, lights, sound, electricity, all these things. But this is only for our convenience. There is no rule as such that the physics rules will not be followed by biology people, not like that. So it is for our convenience, right? And today we want to start with biology. We want to start with classification and characters of animals. And the topic is very interesting, and many few things I have got for videos and things for you to see. So overall, it's very useful. This part is developed further and it is called zoology, right? Now there are so many animals in the world, and we divide them into species. And there are around 1.5 million species. Species means not like one donkey, two donkey, three donkey, four donkey, not like that. All the donkeys together is one species, donkey. Okay? All the horses together, one species, horse. Like that, if you count, like, sorry, whatever things comes to your mind, lion, tiger, rat, pig, dog, cat, humans, everything, like whatever things you can imagine, maybe that will go, that these are called mammals typically, and they go around like 5,000. And then there are 1.5 million. Out of them, surprisingly, 1 million are insects, kide makode. And there are so many of them. Ants, mungi, for example, you must have seen. There are more than 10,000 different types of ants. Forget not like 1 and 2 and 3 ants. Okay, 10,000 different ants. They have different lifestyle. There is like kala mungi, white mungi, red mungi, black mungi, chota mungi, bada mungi, tree ke upar wala mungi, zameen ke niche wala mungi. So many mungi type. Like that, there are so many insects. So the world is like simply amazing. So many different. Now the problem is like you want to study them, and then how are we going to study, right? So suppose if you start studying randomly. Randomly means what? In 5th standard you will study cockroach. 6th standard you will study maybe donkey. 7th standard you will study snake. 8th standard you will study human. 9th standard you will study crocodile. And then you will never finish. You will never finish. 1.5 million years, so all of your life, even if you study 100 years, nothing you would have studied. So what do? We try to group them. And we study the properties of that group. Rather than studying individually, we study the whole group. And the benefit is that our study becomes very well organized. And whenever a new species is found, which we have not discovered so far, if we know in which group it fits into, we can predict how it will behave, what will be its biological thing, what will be there inside its body, how it will reproduce, those many things. So that is the basic reason why we do this. So the point is, this chapter ka name classification means what? We have to group the animals into small suitable groups. So the point is, classification means, what are we studying? Classification. Classification means, what does it mean? You have to make groups. You have to make groups of the animals. Now, obvious question is, how should I make the groups? Well, very easy. Start by ABCD. Those who start with A, unka a group. Those who start with B, unka a group. Those names who start with C, unka a group. And 26 groups are there. Done. Very simple. Fantastic. See, for example, cow, crow, cockroach, all in this group. This is one possible way to group them, but it is such a useless way. Why useless way? Because cow, crow and cockroach, what is similarity in them from biology point of view? Only the thing is their name starts from C. Otherwise, there is no similarity. You people drink cow's milk. Do you people eat cockroach milk? No. At the most, you can eat cockroach, okay? Chinese people do that and they consider that it is very nutritive. Proteins are there in that. My advice is do not eat that. I personally do not like cockroaches at all. Anyway, so the point is, this kind of cow, crow, cockroach and kind of grouping is useless if you want to study biology. What we should do? More than the names, we should try to see the biology inside. Their body part, how do they reproduce and so on. So how do we group them? We group them in two parts. One is those who have got vertebral column or vertebra. They are called vertebrates. And the other group is those who don't have vertebral column. So how are we going to group them? We are going to make only two brief groups. Okay? So yes, ABCD wala thing we are not going to do. So we are going to make two groups. One is vertebrates. So they have vertebra. And other is no vertebra. So they are obviously called as invertebrates. They don't have vertebrae. These are the groups we are going to do. But there is one more group. Those have got only one cell. Whole body is only one cell. So that group is one more. It is called unicellular. Unicellular. So that is one more. So basically unicellular, and then bharpoor cell wale animals in that district. Now in biology also some logic is there. Okay. Biology is informative science, but still some logic is there. For example, you should ask the question, why we are grouping them like this, vertebrates and invertebrates? Why are we? Now vertebral column में इतना खास क्या? Vertebral column means, by the way, this bone, backbone. If you touch like this on your back, then that is called vertebral column, which runs all the way from your head to your tail. Tail means you people don't have tail, no need to search for it. There is a tail bone, okay, at the base. From there the tail will come, means in case of monkeys and other animals. We don't have that, but the tail bone is still there. So that full column which is made up of bones is called vertebral column. So you should ask like, what is so special about having that, right? Why to group them vertebrates and invertebrates? We could have grouped them those who have ears and those who don't. That also is a good idea to group. So the importance of vertebral column goes like this. Those who have vertebral column in the body, they also have bones in the body. And those who have these bones and vertebral column, they also have buddhi nahi, khopdi, skull. Skull. And if skull is there, it acts like a protective helmet, which can support living of some small, delicate kind of cells. And those delicate cells are called nervous system cells. In that there is brain. Now our brain is like, it affects our life, but it is very soft and delicate. It needs this protection. You imagine, if you are not vertebrate, you don't have this helmet, and your whole of your brain is there on your hand. You will be intelligent, but your friend will come and he will say, hello, how are you? And all the brains, pachak. Immediate swarga. Not a good idea. You need protection. Now your brain will be inside the skull. So your friend will come and say, hello, how are you? And then you don't die every time because your brain doesn't get destroyed due to it. So that is why having the vertebral column and having the skull allows you to grow more and more brain and nervous system cells. And that allows you to become more and more intelligent, buddhi. And that changes the life cycle completely. Those animals who have this everybody is able to see and hear me now? Correct? Properly? Delicate. It needs this protection. You imagine if you are not vertebrate, you don't have this helmet, and your whole of your brain is there on your hand over here, and you will be intelligent. But your friend will come and he will say, hello, how are you? And all the brains pachak. Immediate swargavas. Not a good idea. So you need protection. Now your brain will be inside the skull. So your friend will come and say, hello, how are you? And then you don't die every time because your brain doesn't get destroyed due to that. So that is why having the vertebral column and having the skull allows you to grow more and more brain and nervous system cells. And that allows you to become more and more intelligent, buddhi. And that changes the life cycle completely. Those animals who have this buddhi, their life is totally different than those who are bin buddhi, dapper animals. Make sense? For example, one taste of this is responses to stimulus. Whenever a new input is there, you respond to that. Okay, you don't just go and sit like that. If 4 or 5 dogs are coming, okay, dogs are coming to bite me. You don't do like that. Okay, you start running, you start shouting, you start kicking, something you start doing. So that is called responses to stimulus. Now all mammals have got well developed responses to stimulus. You take a cat or a baby dog or then keep it on the table, and you take a big stick and जोर से उसको ऐसे acting करो, मारो मत acting करो. So that poor fellow will get afraid of you. It will try to run, jump. Some reaction it will give. Correct? Some reaction it will give. Now instead of that, you keep a earthworm on the table, and then same acting you do with the help of a stick. No reaction you will get. Why? Because that earthworm is so dapper, it doesn't understand that there is a danger coming. Forget about doing something. Why? Because it is invertebrate. Got a point? One more example. Second is ability to take care of the young ones. You people are babies of your parents. Your parents are taking care of you. तुमको चप्पल लाके दो, टोपी दो, तुम्हारी बड़बड़ बड़बड़ सुनो, क्लास में भर्ती कराओ, स्कूल में भर्ती कराओ, है कि नहीं? And then you will demand, no, I will not study, I need ice cream, then only I will study, then parents have to bargain and then give that all. So many things they are doing for you. Have you ever seen mother mosquito teaching baby mosquitoes how to bite you and run away quickly? No, they are invertebrates. Got the point? Big difference is there. Vertebrates, they have this brain. Even donkey is a well-developed animal. All those who are mammals are considered as intelligent animal. Donkey, even if in the class you will say, "Ye kya donkey jaisa karta hai gadha." So gadha we use like a tougher person, but donkey, biologically considering donkey is well-developed animal. Mother donkey will take care of the baby donkey perhaps by kicking the baby, but then still she can take care, right? The donkey has got responses to stimulus. So donkey has got well-developed brain in that. And that's why these two, vertebrates and invertebrates, because there is such a difference in their life, these groups are like more sensible to have that. Convinced about this? Convinced? Okay. Now first is the first group which I said unicellular, means the whole body is only one cell. Now just in order to make your nose, your body would have to spend few billion cells. Right? Now if the whole body is made up of one cell, obviously it's not going to have nose, it will not have eye, it will not have ear, it will not have hand, legs, stomach, kidney, intestine, nothing it will have. So their life ka group is first a group called unicellular animal that we want to study first. Now in unicellular animal, their life is like very primitive. So here only few examples we want to study. So let us start studying and seeing various things. So first is we want to study unicellular animals. This is the way we are going to see. Now, ये देखो. So animals में unicellular, multicellular, उसमें invertebrate and vertebrate. Are you able to see this? बराबर से ना? Able to see ना all of you? Just testing. Now let us start. First is unicellular. Unicellular. One example of this is this particular person. Iska name is amoeba. Now this amoeba is whole animal is made up of one cell, so it doesn't have hands and legs, but it has got like this false leg kind of structure which keeps on changing. So we call them pseudopodia. I will ask, can we see this with our eye? Usually no, you need a microscope. So this small video is obviously under microscope. Here you can see how the amoeba can move or kind of swim underwater. Able to see this amoeba? These are the legs of the amoeba moving. So they are called pseudopodia, means false legs. And then here at the center you will see a small, thoda sa different type of organ. It is called nucleus, which kind of controls the amoeba. So this amoeba is the first unicellular animal we want to study. Now we'll ask, if the whole animal is one cell, it doesn't have nose and lungs, how is it going to breathe oxygen? Through skin. Then you will ask, then how will it drink water? It doesn't have mouth. Through skin. Then you will ask, how then it will do excretion? खाना खाएगा तो कुछ तो शीशी सुसु करेगा. So how will it do that? Through skin. Then you will ask, then how it will produce the babies? One amoeba can split like this and produce two baby amoeba. So everything through skin. All things through skin. And their whole life is more or less chemical. So amoeba will eat food. If certain type of chemicals are there, it will try to cover the food. Food will go into it and then it will get absorbed into its stomach. That's it. Amoeba doesn't have any willpower or liking. No, I don't like this. I don't like vegetables. I want pav bhaji. Not like that. It doesn't have choice. It doesn't have buddhi to have any choice. So it's unicellular. That is first animal. Overall, if you see, all the unicellular animals, they have got only one body and no organs. So everything through that particular cell. And mainly their life is controlled by chemical. This was the first animal. Second, we want to see is paramecium. Now paramecium, kidhar gaya? This one. And third is euglena. This euglena is a bit weird animal. It is green in color first of all, like a leaf. Now plants have green color leaves in that there are tiny chlorophyll, and when they are in sunlight, automatically they produce food. Have you ever seen any plant carrying a tiffin box and eating food? No, because they don't have to eat the food. Why? They make food on their own. Now, it is very bad that you people don't have chlorophyll in one of your hand. Otherwise, so if one of your hand would have chlorophyll, then so you don't have to do any work or anything. You just every morning you keep your hand in sunlight, drink a lot of water, and wow, mera pet bhar gaya. All glucose you will get free. That is not going to happen. So you have to do all these things. You have to earn money, you have to earn your bread and butter. So all things because lack of chlorophyll in your body. So the plants do on their own. Now animals usually do not have this. This particular animal is on the boundary of plant and animal. It is green in color. It has chlorophyll. So in that way it is like a plant. But it can move here and there like an animal because it has got a long shandy-like hair called flagellum. Now you will say, I also have hair. How will I move if I start moving my shandy? So you won't move because you are too big to do that. Okay, this property is in physics. It's called inertia. You are too big to move in that way, but this Euglena can. So in this video, you can see this Euglena, which is able to move with the help of this tail, flagellum. And obviously you can see the green color chloroplast. And then there is a nucleus, this kind of brain or head to control the movement of that cell. This is the example. Obviously this is under microscope. Here you can see the Euglena and then this green color chloroplast, and then this person is playing merry-go-round, and then here one small hair like flagellum is also visible. Able to see that? Were you able to see that? So this is also obviously under microscope. It is one cell, you cannot see it with your eyes. It is too small for you to see directly. We need a microscope, then only you can take the video. Now the third one is also very common. It's called Paramoecium. It is always there in water. These unicellular animals are always there everywhere. We keep on eating them. They are there in our stomach. They are there in our skin. Everywhere they are there. Bacteria all come in this category. So many of them are just neutral to us. They are also there. We are also there. Nothing much we can do to them. So this is the third one called Paramoecium. It is like a chappal shaped animal. Sole, jaise, chappal sole. And small hair for movement. Amoeba was having that pseudopoda, means like aise, correct? And then this person, that Euglena, was having this flagellum. And this has got small hair called cilia. Here in this video, there is one amoeba eating two Paramoeciums. So Paramoeciums are there. Amoeba goes like this and tries to engulf them. So they go inside the body of the amoeba. And then amoeba puts kind of digestive juices. There are small organelles in the cell. Those juices kind of kill the Paramoecium. So they get dissolved into the body of the amoeba. Okay. The video is not very beautiful under microscope. Those who want to see that, they can see. Those who don't want to see, skip that. Okay. Not compulsion. Here they go. Can you identify this is as one Paramoecium, this is one more, and this is whole amoeba? This method is called phagocytosis. Here they go. From here some digestive juices are put, so bichare marne lage. And now after some time they will get dissolved and they will become part of the body fluid of this amoeba. See, completely mixed into the fluid. So that is the way amoeba can eat food. And then the remaining thing will be thrown out of the cell in the same way. Amoeba will start going and then that a small bubble-like thing will be thrown out containing excreta. That is the way amoeba can eat food. Biologically, this process is called phagocytosis. You people can't do that. You people cannot do that, okay? You have to eat things with your mouth. You cannot take some rice and put it into your stomach and then cover it from all sides. It doesn't go that way. So we have a well-defined system. Anyway, so these are unicellular. All bacteria, virus will come in this category. We don't want to study too much into that, only this one. Now we'll move to the second category. Now second category, as we have studied two parts, vertebrates and invertebrates. First we will study invertebrates. They came on the earth first because it is so difficult to make a vertebra in the body. So many chota bones and inside, so very difficult. So first these animals came on earth. As they develop more and more and more, then these all people came. Now in this invertebrates also many categories are there. So we will study few of the categories. These all names of these categories and all may not be there for you. Those who like biology, they can note few things, they can draw few things. Those who don't like, they try to do up to minimum level which is there for us. So at sometimes I will tell some part is extra so that you can skip if you don't like. But if you like biology, You can try to learn almost everything what we are doing. Okay? Ritul, wait. क्या हुआ? Urgent है क्या कुछ? ऐसे हर time तुम मतलब बोलो, जल्दी बोलो, urgent है कुछ?
Sir, could you please repeat the examples because I was writing.
Which example? The unicellular one?
Yeah, unicellular.
ये लो रे, फटाफट लो, सब लोग लो. थोड़ा थोड़ा नोट करो. Paramecium, Euglena, and this one is amoeba. Only 3 we have studied. Only 3 videos we have seen. But there are others like bacteria, virus, हो गया. All right. आगे जाए. जाए ना? हाँ. Okay. So now we will move to the multicellular. Multicellular. So multicellular में first part we want to study invertebrates. So in that there are many categories. Now invertebrates will have no vertebral column and no bones in the body. Many examples are there. The first example is called porous animals. They are spongy. Sponge is also an animal. It is found in water. It is not a tree. Many times we make synthetic sponge, which you will find in the sofa or even at your home. Sponge you would have seen, it is synthetic. But basically, sponge is an animal which lives in water. Now, sponge has got many cells and all the cells are same, which is not the case in our body. Your brain cells are different than that of the skin cells. Okay, they cannot function the same thing. Heart cells are different, muscle cells are different. तो थोड़ा सा brain cells निकाल के skin का काम नहीं करेंगे. Skin cells will not function like heart cells. So that is not the case in case of sponge. All the cells are same. One funny thing is that if you take a sponge, crush it into powder and allow it to keep it into a bottle, again it can form a sponge. So now you'll ask like how those cells come to know? We really have no idea. Most probably they secrete some chemicals and the others respond to that and they come together and again they kind of form the shape of the sponge. So this is the first example, sponge. It looks like this. Typically, it has got porous body and is opening at the top, which is called mouth or osculum. But the functioning of this is ulta of that of mouth. Ulta means usually you eat the food with the mouth. Sponge throws it out with the mouth. Okay, it takes the food or water from the sides and throws it out with the mouth. So it's ulta of that of mouth. But just it is called mouth. This is one bath sponge. This is one more bath sponge. Here you can see the osculum. Doesn't look that beautiful as such. This is one spiny kind of sponge. This is how it eats the food. Water will go into the body from all sides automatically and then it will be thrown out from the top. Sponge. One funny experiment I will tell you about sponge. 2 sponges were taken, yellow and pink. Both were crushed. The whole solution was passed through a paper called filter paper. So all thing went and then it was kept in a bottle. Again after 2 days, all yellow cells came together to form one sponge, all pink cells came together to form one pink cell. Now you keep on thinking how they understood like मैं कौन हूँ, where I have to go. Some way they do it. We have no idea how do they do it. Chemical. Most probably they work on chemistry. Right? That is very interesting. One more funny thing. Sponge doesn't have male-female system. Like we have a boy, girl, and then husband, wife, and then babies. You have mother, father. Like nothing like that. Suddenly some of the sponge ka some part gets converted. It can live like a baby. That is one very funny thing. One more thing is sometimes some sponge cells suddenly become like a male cell, so father sponge. Some cells can become mother cell, mother sponge, but it is not fixed. One sponge can act like a father for one baby and act like a mother for some other baby. So that is horrible. So we say it's a very primitive methods with which it reproduces. Next animal is called this hydra. तुम लोग book है तुम्हारे पास? Do you have book? हाँ, तो few names you write. चलो पहले लिखो first unicellular तो यह written ना 3 names amoeba, paramecium, euglena. अभी एक लाइन मारो and लिखो multicellular invertebrates. Multicellular invertebrates. In that next line you write no bones in the body. No bones, no vertebra. No bones, no vertebra. Likho re thoda. Don't be extremely lazy, okay? We will write very little thing because Homi Baba exam is objective. You don't have to write pages after pages. But because the exam is objective, you have to select the option. But still, that doesn't mean you will not write anything, okay? Few things we will write. So first example is sponge. Likho sponge. Likha? Second example, hydra. This is hydra. This beautiful person is called hydra. This is cylindrical animal. Cylindrical. Why? Because it has got body like a cylinder. There is only one opening at the top, which will serve as mouth, and it will also serve as excretory device to throw the thing out. And it has got 2-layer body and tentacle like things at the coconut tree kind of things. Have you seen that? But this animal is much improved than the sponge. It doesn't have eyes and ears, but the tentacles have sensory thing. They can sense. If the food is there, they can catch it. And then some of the sponges have some cells with that they can inject venom and then kill the prey. So that is the way it works. And then very funny way they can reproduce is called budding. Big animal, again no male and female, a big animal will produce baby on its own body. So baby grows, after some time it gets cut and then lives on its own. Now that is not possible in the mammals, okay? If you have cat at your home, a female cat and a male cat, then the cat will not produce a baby from its leg and then it meow meow. That is not going to work. But in this case it can happen. It's called budding. This is one more person. It's called sea anemone. And here there is one very good video. This you will not typically see. This both of this you can see if you go to aquarium. This sea anemone is called Samudra Pool. This is a video underwater. Here, this is whole thing is a sea anemone. Okay, video is from the top. Now here you will see the tentacles. What this person will do is he will put some food over here, and then you will find that the tentacles can understand. They can sense the food and close the stomach like this. See. Yeah, dekho. Have you seen that? Now the food has gone inside the stomach. It will digest it, and after some time again it will open. So that is called sea anemone. Dekha na how it closes like. So that is sea anemone. Body like cylinder. One more example of this you might have heard. It's called jellyfish. That cylindrical body and tentacles. See, tentacles are there. So jellyfish can swim in water. This is a jellyfish swimming in water. Why it is glowing is because of the torch light which is put on it. It's not that it is glowing all the time. It doesn't have light on its own. Here you just feel it happening like because of the camera light. This is one more jellyfish swimming in water. An aquarium tank. See how it swims. Now in this jellyfish there is one more very weird thing. There are swimming version of jellyfish. In that there is boy and girl kind of thing. Male and female. They reproduce. They produce babies. But babies don't look like jellyfish. Babies look like a tree which grows on a stone. And then tree, how it produces fruits and like that, that tree will produce again male and female jellyfish. So this is very weird. So you people are there now. You are like in your generation, you are having boy and girl kind of thing. But your babies will not look like you. They will be like a tree. And the tree will again produce babies which are like boy and girl. Got the point? How it works? This is called alternation. Generations are alternate. So you will ask like, iska ek video dikhata hu tumko. This is the swimming version which we have seen. Now this is the fixed version, which is the parent of those swimmers or baby of the swimmer. Here dekho, this thing you are able to see na. This is the jellyfish again. This and it produces male and female jellyfish which can start swimming. Here dekho. From here, this whole thing is a jellyfish. So from here, the jellyfish babies are getting formed. These are again male and female. Able to see that? See? Here dekho. See. That is a small jellyfish baby which got formed from this. Here dekho. Understood this? That is very weird. Not here for the exam, just showing you out of interest. One more example of this is coral. Coral is like a stony thing, but inside that animal is there. And they form rock kind of a rigid structure under the sea. And sometimes the whole island is made up of coral. Lakshadweep island is made up of corals. Even Australia, there is one very big reef which is made up of these corals. Next category is of parasites. Parasites means they live inside our body. Human parasite. They go inside our body and they live and they trouble us because they take all our food. Don't allow us to get food. Okay. Iska one example, generally they are called krumi or janta. Have you heard of this krumi or janta? So iska one example is tapeworm, which are like flat, chapte, patti jaise. Okay. And they are like this. Long, there is a mouth. To that there are two suckers. With that it gets attached to our intestine. And then long segments are there, in that eggs are there. And they grow inside our intestine. This person has got so much infection. See? These are also human parasites. They are called ascaris. Ascaris. This all of you write it there for homeopathy. human parasite, Ascaris, and tapeworm. This Ascaris, they also live in our intestine and they eat your digested food. So, लिखो रे नाम दोनों लिखा ना? Gaurang not writing. Okay. Ayush, Kunjal, Amog, able to do na? Harika, okay. Shriya, Asmi, what about you people? Jia, Gauri, Aditi, able to do? Tanisha, Bhagyada, not writing. Bhagyada, where you have gone on the earth and space? Okay. Lenovo tab E3, kindly put your own name. How can I call you? Hello Lenovo. That looks very weird. Amulya and Shriraj, okay na? Dhanashri. Okay. Dhaneshwari, okay. Chalo. Agarima, who else is there? Suhani, abhi aa gayi tu. Ritul, to you are okay. Arjun, all right, yeah. Mosam, not okay. Writing. Okay. Aditi, okay, yeah. So these are Ascaris. Now, if they go in your body, then they will eat your food, and then your body will not get nutrients, and they will grow, and more eggs will be there. If anybody has this infection, then most probably a good doctor can feel your stomach and figure out maybe you have the infection or not from the symptoms. And then one goli is given, albendazole, that you have to eat. But if in extreme condition, this is one operation, this person was having so much of infection in his intestine that his whole intestine got blocked due to this. And then he was not able to pass any food. So he was like on the verge of like living and death. So emergency operation was done, his intestine was given a cut, and physically those were pulled out of his intestine. Okay? So these are the Ascaris. Here they go. These are not Hakka noodles. They are living things which are pulled out from his intestine. इसका भी एक वीडियो है, वो दिखाता हूँ. This case happened somewhere in 2005 near Thane. Those who don't want to see, do not see it. Okay? Those who want, you see. It is a real operation, not a fake one. But these are not undigested Hakka noodles. This is, here देखो, this is the intestine of that person. And he was having such a bad infection that his intestine had to be cut, and physically the worms are removed from his intestine. Able to see that? This is the large intestine. They are trying to pull those. ये देखो, see? Again it ran, तो उसकी tail पकड़ के उसको वापस खींचा बाहर. Have you seen that? These are all living things. ये देखो. That looks very ugly, no? Anyway, don't imagine everybody doesn't have that infection, okay? So you people don't imagine, अरे बाप रे, in my stomach also they're not like that. No, okay, not like that. A good doctor can figure it out, and then albendazole 400 is one tablet you have to eat. And if you eat that, then they will not able to remain hanging in your intestine. Their glucose metabolism get hampered. Then they go out. So you have to eat that tablet and you have to observe in the toilet. Gaye ki nahi, 2-3 days, so they will go. And then not a problem. Okay. This happens typically to those kids who eat soil, either directly or they will play with ball and cricket, and then they will come and they will immediately start eating. So hand washing step they miss, and those eggs of these are there in the soil usually. Okay? So don't do that, so that you will not have this kind of beautiful creatures in your stomach. This one is one more person. This is called Wuchereria bancrofti. This is also there for you. So all of you write this name also, even if the spelling is very horrible. Looks like some Chinese name also. Wuchereria bancrofti. And this gives us a disease called elephantiasis. The bracket mein likho. Elephantiasis means, have you heard of the disease? One hand or one leg becomes big like elephant. Therefore, the disease is called elephantiasis. This is called elephantiasis. See, one leg has become so fat. Here, both the legs. This is called elephantiasis. This spreads through mosquito. Mosquito bites us, and then that larvae goes into our blood. Then it swims here and there and goes into lymphatic system of our body. And then it blocks that, so the lymph cannot go back, and then the thing will get swollen. This is called elephantiasis. Mosquitoes are not good for us, okay? They give us malaria, elephantiasis, so many dengue, all are through mosquitoes. Anyway, next animal is this one. This is called leech. Leech and earthworm, they are in the same category. Leech and earthworm, they do respiration through moist skin. So their skin has to be moist. And leech is a very flexible animal. It drinks blood. It is also parasite, human parasite also, animal parasite. But it is not internal. It is external. It will bite you, drink the blood, and at a time it can drink massive amount of blood. Initially it is like a rubber band, but once it starts drinking, pura book become jara like a finger. So whatever volume the leech is having, it can drink like 4 or 5 times. Now you are there this much, na? You cannot eat one full drum of rice at a time and become this much fat and then don't eat food for 8 months. You can't do like that, but the leech can. And leech bite is absolutely painless. If a leech is biting you, you will not come to know that it is biting. I had leech bite 2 times. They are typically there in Maharashtra, I know. Karnataka, if you go to Kolhapur region, na? Kolhapur, Solapur, Panalgarh, Vishalgarh, in that region, many leeches. Otherwise also they will be there. But in this jungle, there are a lot many leeches. And they have super duper ability to bite you. You can wear shoes, socks, gumboot, full pant, jeans pant, then you put rubber band and tie. Anything you do, they will go inside jacket, they will jarur bite you. But I had bite 2 times. Both times I came to know. But I came to know because I saw it biting me. There was no pain at all. If my attention would not have gone to it, then nothing I would have. They are not harmful also. They drink the blood and go. So why you don't come to know is because before biting, that leech will put some 2 chemicals on your skin. One is to make that area numb, so you will not feel anything. Second is it will not allow the blood to clot. Otherwise, our blood gets clot automatically. You imagine, like suppose you have a cut, the blood will start coming from that. And then if you don't do anything, you just go to sleep. Then what will happen? Till next day, drop by drop, whole night all the blood will go. Subah hone tak, khatam. Kyun ye mar gaya? No, all blood got. It doesn't happen that way, right? Automatically your blood will stop flowing. And one scalp clap, kapli mantat, that will get from brown color thing. So the leech doesn't want that to happen. What she will do, she will put one anti-freezing chemical. So you keep on drinking the blood. And then once it gets very irritating, it can stick to your body from both ends. So if the leech is there, तुम इसे ई करोगे तो यहाँ चिपकेगी. फिर तुम ई करोगे तो यहाँ चिपकेगी. Something like that. What you can do is you can put salt on that. That makes the skin dry. And then it will not be able to breathe. So it will leave you and go. Same thing works even from earthworm. Earthworm will die if the skin becomes dry. The leech and earthworm. This is earthworm. Moist skin, breathing with moist skin. This is also, these are colorful earthworms. Earthworm is called farmer's friend. Why it is called farmer's friend? Because they tie the friendship band. No. Because they make the soil soft. So what happens? Farmer enjoys walking on that. No. The reason is like this. See. What happened, Mukta? What do you want to say? Quickly, very quick. Earthworm makes soil fertile, but that is not true as such. Earthworm doesn't have any chemical factory in its stomach. Fertilizer, not like that. Excreta of earthworm is fertile, but like that, so your excreta is also fertile. Okay? Whatever output issue you are doing every day, that is also all fertilizer to the plant. So that doesn't mean you are friend of farmer, because your excreta is also fertile. So that is not a very big reason. The main reason is, sir, follow very quickly. The main reason is,
so what about caterpillar?
No, we are talking about earthworm. Now earthworm, Dhaneshwari, very quick. And then Aryaman, very quick.
It stops space from going on plants.
Sir, it swallows soil and makes the soil airy.
Not so. Like what it does, what second part you are told is very correct. What earthworm typically will do, it will eat the soil from one end and go on making the tunnel. Due to that, lot of air gets mixed with the soil, air. And the roots of the plants get that air to breathe. Wait, write it down if difficult is. Tell me at that. So in that case, then what will happen? The roots will get good amount of air to breathe and the tree will grow nice. That is the reason. But the point, it's not that they have fertilizers inbuilt or it's like their poo is very fertilizing, not like that. Your excreta is also equally fertilizing. Don't underestimate yourself in that way, okay? Anyway, अभी आगे. Earthworm and leech category हो गई. ये भी नाम लिखो, earthworm and leech breathe with skin. Now next is like there is a group where many legs are there. In biology, this group is called arthropoda. Poda means legs. How many podas do you people have got? 3? 2, 4. Hands are also called legs only. Biologically, they are very same. See, this is same as hip, this is same as knee. Here 2 bones, there 2 bones, here 1 bone, then ankle joint, and then all are same. So how you use it is up to you. But biologically, we have 4. Now these people have got many legs. उसमें से those who have 6 legs are called insects. Then there are people with 8 legs, 10 legs, and 4 legs. So first is insects. Can you write few examples of insects? लिखो फटाफट. Insects, 6 legs. 2-3 beautiful examples you write. I will also show you 2-3 beautiful examples. This is the first beautiful example. Insects makes 90% of the animal life on Earth. So whole Earth is like made for insects. All mosquito, fly, cockroach, we are insects. This is one beautiful cockroach. It is insect. Even butterfly is insect. Have you seen this cockroach like this big one? There are smaller ones also. And it is this big. Actually, it is like a butterfly, okay? But looks do matter a lot. So if you have butterfly going in your room like this, you will enjoy. Wow, butterfly sitting on my shirt. You will take a selfie. And if the same insect called cockroach, if the cockroach starts running and then sits on your shirt, you will never take a selfie. Wow, selfie with a cockroach. You will try to. So looks matter a lot. Okay, equality is all bakwas. Otherwise, you will say, that is butterfly, this is cockroach. Both are insects. Good. Not like that. It doesn't work that way. So cockroaches look very irritating. Maybe their color and then the way they look to humans is very irritating and annoying. That's why तुम लोग ये करते हो. So otherwise वो butterfly जैसे ही है insects. Biologically. Here they are doing cockroach farming. In China, so many cockroach farms are there. They grow cockroaches like this. Grasshopper is also insect. Butterfly is insect. This is cocoon made by butterfly. Even silkworm is an insect and it makes silk cocoon from which we get silk thread. Beetle is an insect. This is Sundar beetle, Ati Sundar. But this is man-made beetle. This has got gold legs and a crystal, so it's not actual animal. It is used as a paperweight. Housefly is an insect. This is a fly. Mashi. Bee is insect. Ant is insect. Ants make colonies sometimes. Inside the soil, they go on making a colony. And the colony is whole like a multi-storied structure. There are paths and there are rooms. To understand that structure, what this person has done is, he has put some liquid zinc in their ant colony. This is the ant colony. What he is doing is like pouring liquid metal in that. Obviously all ants will die. Liquid or metal mein to koi bhi marega. And then what he will do is this whole thing is put inside. After some time it will get cooled down and become solid, okay, that metal. So he has then what he has done is he has made a hole, he has dug a hole and then he has removed this whole thing out. Now he will wash it with water. So wherever the ant, whatever they have, ants have made a multi-storied building. This was the first floor, second floor, third floor. Everywhere that metal went. This was one room, this was one room. This was the staircase to go into that room. So that whole structure was like this. Very, very complicated multi-storied building. Understood this? How he has done that? Ants are very developed creatures in a way. Ants do farming, by the way. Lot many years before humans learned to do farming. They farm, they take some fungus and then they keep it in their home and then they feed the leaves and all to that. And then there is a fungus farming. Lot of fungus will grow. Like fertilizer डाल के हम लोग कैसे farm करते हैं and then they eat that. That is very amazing. Life is beyond imagination sometimes. This is called silverfish. This you will find in on the walls or inside the books. Or maybe the cupboards which you don't open. In biology, we call something as a fish, but it's not a fish. Like for example, this silverfish is not a fish; it is an insect, 6 legs. Lice is also insect. Lice म्हणजे guaju. They live in our hair, and then they bite, and then that will not give you any disease or anything. थोड़ा ऐसे जरा sensation will come. This typically is there in the school-going kids. School is a very good place of spreading of all the diseases and all such stuff. Because in school so many kids are there and then all the time they are playing so ek ke head ke upar then they will jump and all the time they will bite that all and even infections and all. School is a big place for spread of all the infections. Sardi, khokla, फिर अभी तो कोरोना है तो तुम लोग स्कूल में गए नहीं हो. तो many of you would have noticed that this year and last year तुमको सर्दी वगैरह which is very common in rainy season fever सर्दी वो हुआ नहीं रहेगा. Whereas if you go to school in 1 month, something will happen because so many karte rahoge tum, and then there is a very great spread happening inside. Okay, so lice is also this. Typically, if your hair is you are having long hair and uncleaned, then there are more chances that this will be there inside. So you have to remove them like this. Then there are 8 legs. So spider has 8 legs. All those who have written the name spider in that insect, remove it out. Written na? Cancel karo. Spider has 8 legs. So we don't call it an insect. If you have written that, you cancel that from the insecta list and add it is not insect. So spider is not insect. This is called lobster. This has got 10 legs. That is also not insect. 10 legs lobster. Prawn is also 10 legs. Some people eat this. Those who eat seafood, they might be knowing this. Even crab people eat 10 legs. Shrimps 10 legs. These all are eaten by the people who eat seafood. These two are called bharpoor legs wala, millipede and centipede. Millipede has got like train compartment kind of a body, and each compartment will have 4 legs, 2 on this side, 2 on this side. And centipede will have 1 leg here, 1 leg here. This centipede, see, each compartment is having 1 leg here, 1 leg here, 1 leg here, 1 leg. So that is called centipede. They have always this millipedes, and many species are there all the time in the soil everywhere. If you play in the garden or so grass, all the time you will find that the black color thing is there. Survanta it is called, or paisa some people say. These all are there all the time. They are all millipede centipede. This is one very beautiful centipede. See, Miss Universe centipede. This is very ugly centipede. Soil, typical soil centipede. This is a spider. It is able to make a net like this to catch the prey. Scorpion has got 10 legs again. 8 legs, sorry. 8 legs. Crab and scorpion. In case of crab, these two are part of mouth. Whereas in case of scorpion, these two, no, I told ulta. Ulta. See this. In case of crab, it is 10-legged animal. Crab. These two are part of legs. Mouth is somewhere over here. So there are 10 legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 over here. In case of scorpion, these 4 are legs. These 4 are legs. These 2 are not legs. They are developed part of mouth. They are not similar like that of legs. So this person is 8-leg wala. Plus 2 these stings to bite, but they are part of mouth. And then there is a sting to put venom, so scorpion. Then there are dust mites. Then there are soft animals called snail. Now as animals started getting more and more developed, they wanted to have some rigidity and strength. For that you need bones. But these animals are invertebrates, they can't make bones. So what idea they do, rather than having the bone inside the body, they tried kind of making the bone outside the body in form of a shell. And that's why this animal is keep. So the animal is soft, but it is having a hard shell. Snail is the example. Snail has got eyes over here. This is one phyla. Octopus is like most intelligent invertebrate. Octopus eye is almost 95% same as human eye, with the eyelids, with the lens, then ciliary muscle, ciliary body, aqueous humor, vitreous humor, retina nerves, pupil, almost all the things are same. And it has got better responses to stimulus. It is again soft person. Here in this video, a big octopus is kept into a glass box underwater. Okay? And a very small hole is kept. And the octopus is trying to squeeze itself out. See if it is able to come. See this. Octopus is quite big and trying to come out of this. This is underwater, of course. Such a big octopus, and very small hole is there to the box. And still it is trying to come out. Almost all the body has come out. Only the head is not coming. See? ये देखो. मुंडी सिर्फ उसका अंदर है. That also is coming now. Almost all is. See? Full octopus came out. See the size of the octopus and size of the hole through which it came out. Why it is able to do? Because soft body, no bones. This video I had sent on the group. Have you seen that? Now, suppose if there is a local drill, small hole size is there, and you are sitting, you cannot squeeze yourself through that. Why? Because your body has bones. Unless your head and shoulders go through the door, your body is not going to go. At the most stomach you can squeeze a bit, but not your shoulders and your head. Only this much you can do, not more than that. And therefore, the reason is we are having bones in the body. Octopus is able to do because now octopus has got suckers. These are called suckers. Some people eat kacha octopus in Korea. This video is there on YouTube. And therefore, I will not show it to you. You people see it if you want to see. So they order and eat kacha and alive octopus. That is horrible. And many people died doing so. Why is because that suckers they didn't chew properly and octopus are alive. It went inside and it got stuck inside their throat and they were not able to breathe. Within 2 minutes they died by eating octopus. So my advice is that you don't eat octopus, kacha octopus. Okay? Don't eat pakao octopus also as far as possible. But अभी क्या कौन लोग क्या क्या खाते हैं तो what we should say. Anyway, this is slug, very beautiful slug. Oyster is again same thing. Soft animal, hard shell. Clam. This one is called sea cucumber. These are got some spiny skeleton apart from skin. Not the sandwich wala cucumber. Okay, this is sea cucumber animal. This is one more ugly sea cucumber. And then there is a starfish. Starfish, invertebrate. 5 feet, 5 things are there. They are called tube feet. This is one more example, no need to write that. Brittle star. And this one is also spiny in the same category. It's called sea urchin. It looks like a spiny ball. This creature is there usually underwater. These were all invertebrates. Is it okay? All of you understood more or less? Now we will move to the next category. Next category is all vertebrates. So animal studies. How many of you like biology? Good. Many of you like. How many of you like okay? Thoda. Okay. Many of you. Anyway. So now the next part is vertebrates. We have to study anyway all the things. And not everybody will like everything, all the subjects. Those who like that part, general thing is, if you don't like a particular thing, then you try to do it whatever minimum required for that level. Whatever your minimum is, that much you try. But if you like it, then you try to do almost all. Whatever maximum thing you try to do. Anyway, now the vertebrates. Vertebrates, there are many categories. The first vertebrate category is fish. Now fish, this is the fish. Fish, do they have eyes? Obviously yes. Do they have eyelids? Can they close their eyes and sleep? No, they don't have eyelids. Their eyes are always open. They sleep like that only, with open eyes. They don't have any mechanism to close them. Do they have ears? Fish. Fish को कान होते हैं, क्या बोल रहे हो? No. नहीं होते. ऐसा करके ऐसा नहीं है. इधर ऐसे you have to do. ऐसा का क्या मतलब है? Fish को कान नहीं होते. Can they hear? Yes or no? Yes. They don't have ear, but they have a membrane called tympanic membrane, which vibrates, and they are able to hear the sound vibrations underwater. Sound passes even through water. You may not be able to speak it underwater because your larynx doesn't work by passing water. We need air. But the sound waves can go underwater, so they are able to hear. Fish. Do they have nose? Fish. No. Fish को नाम किधर है? Aquarium में fish देखा है कभी तुम लोग ने? Hotel, there are so many. Some people to have fish at their home as pet. Fish doesn't have nose. Can they smell fish? Yes, they can smell. They have two small nostril holes. Through that, इसका one example is shark. Shark can smell the blood underwater from 2 kilometers distance. If you put 2 drops of blood in water, the shark can smell it underwater and then can come to eat. So they have smell and they have hearing capacity. And then fish has got gills through which they will breathe. We have lungs. So fish, if you see na, in the aquarium or kept in water, all the time fish should be drinking water. All the time. Have you seen that? तो you'll ask, क्या mad fish इतना thirsty पूरा desert से आया है कितना? All the time drinking water. And then you drink so much water, पेट फूट के मरेगा कोई all the time. पीते रहो पूरा time. So that is not the case. Okay? Fish will do like this and not drink that. It will throw that all water out through the gills. And through that they will get oxygen. They can drink some water if they want to. How will they drink water? Come out of the water, take the Bisleri bottle, drink that, again go in. No, not like that. while doing breathing, they can swallow some of the water. Or with food also they can, up to them. But all the time whatever they are drinking is not for drinking it, it is for breathing, right? So they breathe water. Now fish are very well developed in some aspects. Some fish lay eggs, some fish give birth to young ones. So lot of varieties there in this fish kingdom. This is one thing. Then the fish have got one more line on their body which is distinctly visible. One line is there. That line, here there is one photo of this shark fish. Here also you will be able to see the line. Like this. This kind of line is there on all the fish. And therefore in the school drawing class also, when you draw the fish, you will draw this line. Fish draw करते हो ना तुम लोग कभी school में? वो कैसे draw करते हो? My drawing is very horrible. देखो, typically you draw fish like this. Fish अगर draw करना हो, then you will write like this. मेरा fish हंस रहा है इसलिए. And then like this. ऐसे draw करते हैं ना? This line is the lateral line, which is visible. And that line has got special cells. Those cells will tell the fish how deep it has come, the pressure of the water. So the fish will understand how much deep it has come in water. That is the use of it. क्या हुआ मुक्ता? अर्जेंट है क्या? तुम लोग whatever doubts are there, you write it. Ask at the end all. Got the point? जल्दी बोलो. Fish is multicellular. देखो. Only the first three animals, amoeba, euglena, paramecium, bacteria and virus, they are unicellular. After that, all those two categories which we have studied are multicellular. Got the point? What did I tell you? Just in order to make the nose, millions of cells are required. So to make the bone also, so many cells are required. Animal has to be multicellular. Sponge onward, all the animals which you have written are multicellular. I also told you to write multi. मैंने बोला नहीं तुमको लिखने के लिए multicellular. हाँ, तो रे क्या ऐसे करते हो? Anyway, now vertebrates. So first, अभी और एक line मारो. सारे invertebrates हो गए. एक line मारो चलो. And write multicellular vertebrates. Vertebrates. First is fish. First is fish. So this is the fish. वरना पूरा रामायण होने के बाद राम की सीता कौन? Don't do like that. Fish. Now fish are cold-blooded. One more point. Cold-blooded means what? Their blood is cold, like refrigerator. No, not like that. Their body temperature is not fixed, whereas our body temperature is fixed. If you go in very cold area, you will start shivering, and your body will generate heat for you and keep your temperature same. If you go in very hot area, you will start sweating, and your body will try to make your temperature same. Just to maintain the temperature of the blood, our body has to spend so much of energy out of whatever food is, so it's very inefficient. But it allows our cells of nervous system to get developed. That is the benefit. On the other hand, fish never feel cold. They never feel anything hot. If you put them in cold water, they themselves become cold. They don't shiver and their body doesn't do anything. If you put them in hot water, they become hot. At the most, they will die due to the hot water, but they will not develop sweat or anything to cool them down. So therefore they are called cold-blooded. Cold-blooded का मतलब is not that they are like cold, like the refrigerated blood. Not like that. This is the fish shark. This is called seahorse. Even if we call it horse, it is still a fish. It has got heels, it has got tail, fins, it can swim, everything. What I told you, many times we call something fish, but it's not fish. For example, silverfish. Is it a fish? No, it is an insect. Goldfish. Is it a fish? Yes, silverfish is not fish. Goldfish is a fish. Seahorse is a fish. But normal horse, not a fish. It is a mammal, not a fish. Catfish is a fish. Starfish. You see where you have written starfish? In the multicellular or in invertebrate or vertebrate? Where have you written? Starfish, last example of the multicellular invertebrate. Starfish is not a fish. It's not a fish. Doesn't have gills, doesn't have vertebral column, not a fish. But dogfish is a fish. Crocodile fish, it is a fish. But crocodile not a fish. The biology may it is slightly different. Okay. Funny sometimes, but it's like that. Now seahorse is a fish. One more funny thing about seahorse. Usually pregnancy, childbirth is all given to females, including humans. In case of seahorse, babies grow inside the stomach of the male seahorse and then they are born. So that is very weird in them. Ulta it is in case of seahorse. Biology is amazing. I mean, this is a male seahorse with a pouch. Here babies are there and from here they are born. This is electric ray. It can give shock of around 200 volts and kill the prey. It can also kill humans. But 200 volts doesn't mean you can have some electric ray fish in your aquarium and then run tube light and fan on that. Okay? It is not continuous supply of electricity. It is like momentary shock to kill the prey. That is the way. It has got many cell array of many cells on the tail. They generate electricity. This is a small fish called Philippine bouquet. This fish is called salmon fish. This is extremely weird type of a fish. This is salmon fish. ये नहीं है, bear है, ये खा रहा है salmon fish. This salmon fish have got very weird cycle. They live in the sea water. Okay? When they want to reproduce, their males and females go into river, and they flow against the river, and they go to the starting point of the river. Now rivers usually start from the mountains, and then they start flowing down. So this fish, they literally climb the mountain. So like mad, they jump and then try to climb up. When a waterfall is there, they will jump. So obviously many of them die, no doubt about that. And then still they reach at the end. Once they reach at the end, there the parents will reproduce, females lay eggs. Most of the time parents will die. Babies come out of the eggs, they again flow through the river all the way into sea water. There they survive, they become big. When they want to reproduce again, they come into the river, they lay eggs and then they die. Salmon have got a very weird kind of life cycle. Very weird. Their life cycle is like रिप्रोडक्शन इन अबंडेंस, भरपूर बच्चे पैदा करो, प्रचंड, मतलब तुमको नहीं बोल रहा हूँ ये, उनका मोटिव बोल रहा हूँ. And due to that, like each female will lay like lakhs of eggs, 1 lakh eggs. उसमें से almost सारे eggs तो somebody will eat birds, insect, frog. Suppose 10,000 babies come out, suppose. So the babies will start going to the sea. That also they are going to many enemies are there. So say 10,000 में से 1,000 पहुँच गए सब. Then they will start becoming growing, they will become big and they will eat food. In that also many of them die. Say 100. 100 become big. Now all the 100 will start coming to again reproduce. While coming, most of them are going to die. But suppose वापस 3-4 reach at that time. Still again 1 lakh eggs. So that is the way it goes. It's very weird. Salmon. Next is amphibian. As there was too much girthy in the water, those who were able to come out of water, they were able to save themselves and to save this category and amphibian. Only few examples of amphibian. Toad, frog, salamander, these are the only three. There is one more called caecilian, but not there for us to study. ये देखो मस्त है ना, salamander इसकी exam खत्म हो गई है, वे थोड़ा आराम कर रहा है unit test होने के कारण. So frog, toad and salamander are amphibian. Now, only difference is that amphibians can breathe underwater by skin and they can breathe in the air by lungs. So they have both methods. But the trouble is, they need water for reproduction. Therefore, frog or toad is amphibian. You will never find a frog in the deserts of Rajasthan. Frog will remain alive, but how will it reproduce? So you will always find them near the water bodies, pond, mud, in the muddy area. One of the reasons is their skin, they have to breathe through skin. So their skin is very soft. And then if your skin, your legs, have you seen skin of your legs? It is very thick. Now the part which touches the ground has become very thick. Now if your skin is very thin and you start traveling on the hard surface, what will happen? All cuts will be there, injuries will happen all the time, you will bleed out and die. And therefore frogs cannot remain on hard land. They have to remain in the muddy and soft area all the time. That is one more restriction. They have to remain near water. That is amphibian. Next group is reptile. Now reptiles are more fit to live on the land because their skin is not at all thin. Their skin is tough with the scales. So it doesn't create scratches. They can sustain hard soil. But since the skin is hard, they lost the ability to breathe underwater. And therefore reptiles cannot breathe underwater. They have to breathe with lungs in the air compulsorily. So that all life was underwater in fish, then some of them came amphibian, and then completely on the respiration is completely for with the air in reptiles. This is the tortoise. It lives for years after years. The oldest known known species was one female tortoise in the zoo of Australia. Recorded entry of that was 1638. England, king of the England, gave it as a gift to the zoo, and it died somewhere in 1979. So we were knowing for all those years it was alive for sure. And some people believe some tortoise can even live more than that, 400 years or so. So their life is amazing in that way. Tortoise and even turtle. This is a turtle. It has got fins rather than legs. Now turtle this is sea turtle. It completely spends most of its life under sea. But still, sea turtle is not a amphibian. It is a reptile. Means frog, if you keep underwater forcefully, it remains alive because it keeps on breathing. Turtle, if you keep underwater for a very long time, then it will die by suffocation. It won't be able to breathe. After every now and then it has to come up, and then it has to breathe, and then it has to go down. And therefore, biologically, it is not amphibian, it is a reptile. Have you understood the point? Now the habitats might be anything, but biologically it is reptile. Like that too, you people also can decide, tomorrow onwards I am going to live in the swimming pool. Everything, you sit in the swimming pool day in and day out. You eat there, you do everything. Food, water, सब कुछ उधर ही करो. But that will still not make you amphibian. Got the point? So that is the difference. So turtle is a reptile, not amphibian. Sea turtle is also reptile. This is egg of the turtle and egg of tortoise. Turtle and tortoise mothers do not do anything for their babies. She will lay eggs and forget about them. Babies on their own, they come out from the eggs, and then they find they are on their own. For food, they protect themselves on their own. They try to run away from the predator. They try to find water. They try to find food on their own. Everything on their own. वरना तुम लोग मम्मी करते रहोगे. Humans are very non-suitable to survive in that. Tortoise mothers don't do anything for them. Thank God you people are not tortoise. Therefore, your mothers are taking care of you. This is lizard. There is one lizard called chameleon. Chameleon lizard has got many beautiful features. One is that a coiled tail for support and big and long tongue inside, which is also sticky. Due to that, it can quickly eat the food. Also, it has got skin on that there are some kind of sensors, and it can kind of change the colors by generating many chemicals. They are called pigments. This is one chameleon. So he is trying to purchase a goggle. Now what do people do? Matching. वो भी देख रहे देखो. Violet goggle दिखाओ. Matching. See. Quickly it will become camouflage. वापस green goggle. Again it will become green. Matching. दूसरा दिखाओ color. Red goggle दिखाओ तो red. ये देखो. See. Green अच्छा लगा उसको. This one is red. Pet animal is का. ये देखो. Again it will quickly become red. So very fast, and it will keep on changing the colors, and therefore it will get protection. It will be able to hide. I have no idea how exactly it changes the color. Some people say that it has got some sensory cells which sense the light and then produce the chemicals of the same color. But in short, I really don't know how exactly it does that. And I think we humans do not know most of the things. Science has got very limited scope and limited knowledge. So with that only हमको काम चलाना पड़ता है. Anyway, now this is chameleon. And how it can eat food is with the long tongue. This is one chameleon eating one millipede or some centipede. This is one insect, millipede, and this fellow is trying to eat that. You seen that? कुरकुरे कैसे तुम लोग खाते हो वैसे. But it doesn't have teeth, so it has to swallow the whole prey alive. ये बेचारा जिंदा है अभी तक कीड़ा. Like that only it is eating it. पूरा खाया उसने. That is how they eat food. So they don't have any manners at all. And their tongue is also coiled and very long. And also sticky. See, now you also have tongue. One is it is very short, very small. Compared to your height, you don't have this much long tongue. Okay? And second thing, it's not sticky. So even if you find some cockroach or some mosquito, like you won't be able to eat that because it will not stick to your tongue at all. You can try it out if you wish to. But it will not stick to your tongue at all. So you won't be able to eat it like this. Their tongue is very long plus sticky, so they can aim it and patak say they can eat. So not good manners, we can say. Then their eyes are also very marvelous, like all whole 360-degree vision, like back, front, everything they can see. This is called alligator. Crocodile, alligator. There is one more Chinese variety, and one more is their gharial, Indian variety. Susar has got long mouth. When they eat food, some of the food remains trapped in this teeth. So these birds will come and eat that. There is no friendship or anything in the nature. Okay, the alligator will like to eat the bird. Only the thing is, bird is very quick; it will run away. The alligator closes the. Second thing is alligator eyes are here and the mouth is here, so it really cannot see where the bird is. So there is no helping or kind of thing in the nature. So yes, our human values are like not at all valid in nature in any. Now this alligator, they are also cold-blooded. And typically if the water is cold, their blood becomes cold and chemical reactions happen slow if the temperature is low. So they kind of become sluggish, their muscles don't work fast. And so they don't get any prey. So what do? They want to make their blood hot. So whenever sun rises, they open their mouth and sunlight they will take in the mouth. Have you seen that any time? If you see crocodile in any zoo, most of the time they will go on taking sun bath. ऐसे करके. The reason is there are a lot of blood vessels in the tongue. So when the sunlight falls on that blood becomes hot and they will become very enthusiastic. And then they will be able to get the prey. That's why they do this. They are warm-blooded, cold-blooded. Sorry. Then this is one more. Snake is also a reptile. This is also a snake. Snake has got venom. This venom is actually a chemical. Mainly it is proteins. If we drink venom, most of the chances are there that nothing happens to us. We digest it like a protein food. But if it goes to our blood, then it kills our heart cells and we die. Snake also, if it bites itself, then it will die due to heart failure. Suicide is a very easy thing for a snake. Kudi khud ko kaato, ho gaya. Nothing else they have to do. And humans also can die if the snake is poisonous. So what we do is we have to make anti-venom. I've heard of that in Mumbai. There is Hapkin Institute near Lower Parel. They make this. What you have to do is first you should have a horse and a snake. So you make the snake bite to the horse, or you remove the venom and inject to the horse. Now horse doesn't die due to this. His heart will not fail. Instead of that, the body of the horse produces some chemicals to fight that venom and cancel it out. So what we do is after injecting the venom in the horse, we wait for some time. So the horse body will produce those chemicals and then we remove the blood from the body of horse. Not all the blood, वरना घोड़ा मरेगा. अगली बार क्या करोगे? थोड़ा सा blood you remove and then you centrifuge it. This is the method of separation. You have to rotate it goal. And then the chemicals get separated. You have to store it into bottles. Now next time, whenever a human gets that particular snake bite, you have this medicine. You just take it in the injection and put it as an injection to his blood. So the patient will survive. That is the way we do. So different snakes will have different anti-venom medicines. And it's not that all the snakes will kill you. If the snake is non-poisonous and if you have a bite, nothing will happen to you. Just like a wound. You clean it and then patti lagao, chetu band-aid and then okay. But if it is poisonous, then there is a trouble. Many times fear is there, fear factor. If a person has snake bite, he will get so afraid, "Arey baap re, I am going to die." Due to heart failure, people die. And later on, it turns out that the snake is not poisonous sometimes. So there are no reason to get. But then we really don't know. So emotional factor is there. So you tell, no, so not poisonous. Nothing is going to happen to you. And then that person will feel good. But then you do not keep on waiting. You have to immediately call the doctor and take the anti-venomous snake. But the fear factor plays a very big role in this snake fights. The snake. Then there is second last word. Aves means birds. Birds can fly. Birds are warm-blooded. Birds' brain is slightly more developed. They have exoskeleton means skin के ऊपर something. That is called exoskeleton. They have feathers. Birds lay eggs. They have respiration by lungs and air sacs. They are warm-blooded. They have beak. They have tympanic membrane. Their bones are hollow to reduce weight. Birds have amazing capacity to hear and extraordinarily amazing capacity to see the things. Much better than humans. In our rainbow, there are 7 colors. In the bird rainbow, for the bird, they will see many more color shades after violet, which we are not able to see. So birds' eyesight, plus they have binocular kind of eye vision. एकदम ऐसे दूर का. So in terms of eyesight and hearing capacity, we are no competition to birds. This is peacock. Peacock can fly. Here they go. Beautiful peacock. Peacock has got a pulora like this. Have you heard of it? Nachre Mora. Here they go. Mast hai ki nahi? Nachre Mora pata hai na? Nachre Mora. Chota Nachre Mora and dance and all. So we say that you must have heard the poem, Hindi languages, that rainy season has come. So the peacock became very happy, started dancing. Actually, it's not like that, okay? This peacock pulora, beautiful pulora, is only there for the male birds, not to female birds. And they don't dance because they get happy due to the rain or clouds or anything like that. Usually, why do they do so is like they want to impress their wives and girlfriends around them. That is the reason why they do this. Okay? In a hope that those girlfriends or wives of them will get impressed and then they will have babies with. That is the only reason. So don't laugh too much at them. Okay, तुम लोग भी क्या करते हो नया shirt वगैरह and all this. You people also try to do the same thing. They also try to do the same thing in their own way. So this all they become happy and rainy season is all human imagination. It's not correct at all. This is the eye of the bird. देखो bird का eye. Birds ये eagle है. इसके apart from the normal eyelids, it has got one more eyelid which it can close very fast. And it slides horizontally. This can be seen under the high-speed camera. Have you seen that? Very quickly it will come and go. Eagle to have got such a surprisingly nice eyesight. Amazing. And then it can close it from one side and from other side like this. Listen. There are some birds which can never fly. They are called flightless birds. So flightless birds cannot fly. One of the reasons is they are very heavy. And second is practice doesn't make a bird perfect. Okay? वरना तुम बोलोगे हाँ तुम भी bird हो रोज practice करो एक दिन तुम जरूर होगे. It's not going to work. So practice doesn't make them perfect. The reason is their feathers. Have you seen a feather anytime? Maybe you would have seen feather of crow or pigeon, which are quite common. So that looks like this. एक ऐसा. Okay? And then some like ऐसे कुछ तो shape. Have you seen it like this? Now in that there are small hairs. Now if you pair it like this and make it this way, ऐसे, so there is a gap created here, correct? But now you again bring them back and then move your finger 2-3 times. Again it gets joined. Have you seen that any time? Now why this happens is because under microscope, if you observe this hair, they have got some thoda ऐसे hacksaw kind of structure which gets locked into each other. And since this hair gets locked, this feather will make an area and it will trap the air, not allow the air to go through. Now the flightless bird do not have that locking mechanism. So their wings are like coconut branches. Kitna bhi move, all air is going to go through that, and therefore they can never fly. What the point? That is the biological aspect why they are called flightless. They are very heavy. That is true. इसका example is kiwi, emu, ostrich, rhea, penguin, वगैरह cross over. This is one kiwi. Kiwi का अंडा. This is emu. Emu बड़े मूर्ख पक्षी होते हैं. They are 6 feet tall, but they have very limited intelligence, almost no intelligence. Ostrich is very big bird. legs of the ostrich are very, very strong. This is one very funny video. See if you can understand this. This is a mother ostrich and she has some eggs. This person actually wants to steal the eggs. So he's trying to do like as if he's also an ostrich. This kind of thing. इसकी mother को doubt आ गया. You seen that? Ostrich can run very fast and their beak is so strong that it can straight away hit your skull and fracture it, crack it. You really need to be very much careful about ostrich, right? Ostrich को बड़ा doubt आ गया. He has kept some defense ready, otherwise so. This is the ostrich egg. This is a baby ostrich coming out of it. Ostrich baby. That baby ostrich. These babies of birds and animals are very, very enthusiastic. एकदम स्फूर्तिले होते हैं, okay? From the day one, they will start running, they will start trying to walk, they will eat food on their own, they will try to run from the danger. So everything they are very much स्फूर्तिले compared to human babies. Human babies, तो if you see small baby up to 3 months or so, वैसे उल्टे के सुल्टे भी नहीं होंगे, okay? ऐसे करो तो ऐसे ही पड़े रहेंगे, ऐसे करो पीठ पे तो वैसे. And तुम इनके माउथ में दूध डालो तो बड़ी मेहरबानी करके वो अंदर लेंगे. But that's it. Nothing else they can do. Human babies are totally non-competent to survive. पूरा तुम्ही को ध्यान रखना है. That too they cannot even sustain their own head. So very new baby you have to hold it in a very careful way. वरना वो ऐसे होके उनको injury हो सकता है. That is also really you should if there is any baby around you, you should not do any experimentation on that. Okay, nothing. At the most तुम थोड़ी सी टांग खींच के देख सकते हो lightly. बाकी कुछ तो सर पे तो एरिया में तुमको हाथ ही नहीं लगाना है because newborn babies do not have skull over here. This all area is soft. There is no skull development here. After 8 months or so that happens. Okay, so in that way humans are very much incapable. But intelligence-wise, we are unbeatable. Even 1-year-old intelligent baby is intelligent than all that. So there is no competition. Dapper baby होगा तो 2-3 years, but otherwise intelligent रहेगा तो. So simple thing like the ideas which you get, na? If you get one idea, then you can copy it at other place. If you know how to open a cupboard, you know how to open all the cupboard. You don't have to learn हाँ ये cupboard ऐसे open करना है, ये cupboard अच्छा, ये cupboard ऐसे open अच्छा, वो cupboard वो तो मैं सीखा ही नहीं हूँ, ऐसा नहीं ना. If a new cupboard is there, you know how to open it. So this idea of the brain to apply, learn one thing and apply, that is like unbeatable. When I was in 7th standard, I was having some cat at my home. Okay? बाद में सुना, class के end में मुझे remind किया, cat का story बाद में. तो anyway आगे जाते ताकि लेट ना हो. So this is ostrich. ये ostrich का अंडा है देखो इतना बड़ा. It's very biggest egg in the world. This is 8-inch scale. This person is also having ostrich egg. He's trying to make omelette of that. Quite hard. See how hard is the shell. Shell of the ostrich egg. This is called semi-permeable membrane. Through that oxygen and water vapor, carbon dioxide will go. That is. Now with the egg there are two parts. The yellow part is the part from which the body of the baby gets formed. This is even same case in all the eggs, even chicken eggs also. And the yellow part is, the white part is the food for the growing baby. So he's kind of trying to cook that ostrich egg and make the omelette out of it. One ostrich egg is like almost around 22 to 23 chicken eggs. देखा ना ostrich egg? Ever to see ना? All right. Then there is a penguin. Penguin is a bird, not a fish. Even if it swims, it is a bird. Birds are intelligent up to certain extent, not much like us. See this video and see if you can understand this. Here there is a bird, it is having bread. So what it will do, it will try to put it in water. See, if you can understand this. Purposely putting it in water and then again picking it up. Again putting. Have you understood what it is trying to do? And then it has reduced a bit. आधा bread खत्म हो गया. Only half of it is remaining now. Now though it is almost over. Very little piece is remaining. Have you seen that? Have you seen that? It got such a big fish. So now you will ask, is that bird so intelligent? It made the whole plan, like चोरी कैसे की जाए, fish कैसे पकड़ा जाए. So he made a plan. Okay, let me put the bread so the fish will come. Then I will pick up the bread and put it very close. Then fish will come. Then I will put it very close. Then fish will come and then I will grab the fish. Is it so intelligent to make a plan? Well, in one way yes, in one way no. It is really intelligent, but that intelligent is only for this activity. This intelligent it cannot use anywhere else. सिर्फ यही करता रहेगा. Now some birds are so intelligent they can build a very beautiful nest. Sugran Pakshi it is called. It will make a nest of this kind of shape. Maybe you would have seen it sometimes. Some people keep it like decoration. ये कुछ इस प्रकार का होता है. There will be एक ऐसा thing is there and ऐसा something like this kind of shape पे. A tunnel is there like this kind. And then from here there is an entrance. From this part there is an entrance. So you have to fly like this and sit it here. And then this is all like एक branch वगैरह होगी यहाँ पे this type. So this kind of nest they built. Have you seen anything of this? Maybe some of you would have seen. Now they are so intelligent to build this. If you try copying it, you will not be able to build it on your own. But the thing is, this intelligence is very limited. Now this bird will never think like, okay, so today I have more time. Let us build a big house, 2 BHK घर बनाते जरा 2-3 ऐसे. Not like that. Only this much. Only this much. All the time only this much. Babies of that will only this much. उसके babies only this much. So intelligence is there, but it's hardwired intelligence. Only that. So in that way, human brain is totally different. Once we get an idea, we can copy it. Last is mammals. Now you have come at the end. Last is mammals. Mammals means what? We have hair on the skin. All of you have hair. Sir के ऊपर बाल hair. Viviparous. Females will give birth to young ones. We are not born from the eggs. And then females will give milk to the babies. Therefore, we are called mammals. Respiration by lungs, warm-blooded and highly developed brain. All of you have got highly developed brain being a mammal. So in the exam, you can use it once in a while so that there won't be any doubt that you are definitely a mammal. Now there are many types of mammals in the world. Cat, dog, lion, tiger, deer, cow, buffalo, zebra, rat, donkey, monkey, pig, fox, squirrel. These all are mammals, including humans. In all the cases, mothers will give milk to the young ones. Mammals are there on land, sea, even some flying mammals, all mammals. This is the biggest mammal. Blue whale is very big. Mother whale will give birth to a baby whale, but baby is not kind of a baby. Like around 200 kg fat baby, which needs around 70 kilograms of milk every day. It drinks milk underwater, of course. Sometimes dead body of the whale comes on the seashore, and it has got such a thick skin. Once the dead body is there, decomposition will start inside, and due to that, gases get developed. That leads to explosion like this. See, some of the blood as that whale has come out due to that. And even some small pieces of the intestine have come out, and some small pieces they have reached here also. It's called whale explosion. This happens because of decomposition of the body leads to lot of gas pressure. Therefore, this happens. One more day. Next time they will be quite big. Near Mumbai also last year, last year, sorry, in the month of May, a big dead body of the whale came on Juhu beach. So municipality immediately had to order a big truck and crane and lift it, and then they take a big hole near the kachra depot and then buried it inside. So that was the method. Varna to like explosion and then some small pieces of intestine go on your head, you will not like that. Huh? So that is the reason. So that was great. This is called kangaroo. Kangaroo is a very weird kind of animal. Female kangaroos have a pouch on its stomach in that the babies will sit. Kangaroo design is also very weird. Two legs are very big, two legs are very small, they cannot run, they kind of hop. But they still they hop in a very fast way, like this. But it's very weird to run like this, jumping every time, right? And then the female kangaroos have pouch on their stomach where baby is there. For example, this baby, this female mother kangaroo is having a baby. Here you see, baby is trying to come out of the pouch. ये देखो बाहर आ गया बेचारा it got afraid immediately again it went inside. You seen that? So kangaroos are very ऐसे आड़े-ताड़े animals are found only in Australia and New Zealand, not everywhere else. And if you see this female kangaroos with babies, they have ganda smell आता है उनको. The reason is kangaroo is also very dapper mammal. Donkey से भी dapper. Okay, एकदम बुद्धू. तो कांगारू के स्कूल में डोंकी को भर्ती करो तो पहला नंबर आएगा डोंकी का. इतना डिफरेंस है इंटेलिजेंस. तो दिस बेबी कांगारू मदर्स एंड दोस हु हैव babies are also very buddhu. तो when they sit in the pouch तो सारा शीशी सुसु अंदर करके रखते. And then those mother kangaroos also don't know कि अरे हाँ अभी डेटॉल से नहाना चाहिए. They remain like that only. And therefore they produce lot of smell. तो तुम लोग जरूर if in a zoo if you are able to see this kangaroo you can experience that. Otherwise, so in India, no kangaroo, bingaroo things are there. Anyway, this one is the bat. Cricket ka bat nahi, it is an animal, mammal. Now, bat is not a bird. Okay, so these are not wings, it is skin. And these are not feathers, these are bones actually, like fingers. 5 bones are there. This is one bat. It is doing all the best to you people with 2 thumbs. Best of luck to learn science, that is what it is saying. See, bats will hang ulta to the trees. Mother bats will give birth to baby bats and then she will give milk to the babies. Bats have very limited eyesight but excellent hearing capacity. So rather than seeing the object, they kind of hear the objects. Platypus is the last animal we want to study. Platypus is on the boundary line of whether it is mammal or a bird because it has got a beak like a bird but hair like mammal. Female platypus will lay eggs like a bird but give milk to the babies like mammals. So it has got both the things, mammal plus birds. This was platypus. That was the last animal. So what have we studied? This is all type of animals. Unicellular, we have studied amoeba, paramecium, euglena, 3 videos we have seen, and bacteria and virus. Multicellular are many animals. In that we have studied 2 types. Vertebrates, invertebrates. All the things after fish, amphibian, reptiles, birds and mammals are in this category. Before that, whatever we have seen, sponge, hydra, sea anemone, ants, insects, spider, starfish, silverfish, these all are invertebrates. So that's where we have studied all classification of animals. Have you people understood this?
तो साईलचं सांगा लगेच सांगाय काय करायचं
झालं
टायमिंग चालू आहे ते आपल्याला क्रॉप करायला लागणार तेवढा व्हिडिओ. 5 व्हिडिओ